There was, as in the fairy tales as near in the times raid, there was a famous royal blood, a most beautiful maid. She was her parents' only child, bright like the sun at noon, like the virgin missed the saints, and among stars the moon. From the deep shadow of the vaults a step now she directs toward a window at its nook, bright evening star expects. She looks as in the distant seas, he rises, darts his rays, and leaves the blackish loaded ships on the wet, moving ways to look at him every night. Her solar instincts spore, and as he looks at her for weeks he falls in love with her. And as on her elbow she leans, her temple at a whim, she feels in her heart and soul that she falls in love with him. And every night his stormy flames more stormily renew, when in the shadow of the castle she shows to his bright view. So a quote of smut such as his shits of Hames, every night his stormy flames more stormily renew, when in the shadow of the castle she shows to his bright view. Bright view, bright view, bright view, bright view.
Enter her room with her slow steps. He bears his steps and aims, weaving out of his spark was cold, a toilet shaking flames. And when she froze upon her bed, her tired limbs and reposes, he glides his light along her hands, and her sweet eyelash closes. And from the mirror on her shape, a beam is spread and burns on her big eyes that beat though closed. And on her face that turned, he smiles, view him, the mirror shows, and tremble in the nook, for he is plunging in her dreams so that their souls may hook. She speaks with him and sleep besides, while her heart's swell veins drum. Oh sweet Lord of my fairy night, why comest thou not come to send to me, my old evening star? Thou cast light on a beam into my dwelling, in my mind and over my life gleam. And he listens and trembles, and still more for her love craves. And as quick as the lightning he plunges into the waves. The water in that very spot moves rolling many rings, and out of the unknown dark depth the superb young man springs. Is on a threshold on the sill, as hasty steps he leads, holds in his hand a staff with that his top a crown of reeds. A young voivode he seems to be, with soft and golden hair, a blue shroud binds, and a knot on his naked shoulder fair. The shade of his face is of wax, and thou canst see throughout. A handsome dead man with live eyes that throw their sparkles out. From my sphere hardly I come to follow thy call, indeed. The heaven is my father and my mother is the sea,
so that I could come to thy
and could be from near, with my light reborn from ways my fate toward thee I steer. Oh come my treasure, wonderful in thy world leave aside, for I am evening star, up from and thou wouldst be my bride. In my palace of coral I take thee forevermore, and the entire world of the sea will kneel before thy door. Oh, thou art beautiful as but in dreams and names will shows. The way though thou art soaked from me's forever closed. Thy port and mien and speech are strange, like thy gleams don't impart. For I'm alive and thou art dead, and thy eyes chill my heart. Yo, days have passed since, but evening star comes up again and stays. Just as before, spreading o'er her his clear translucent rays. In sleep she would remember him, and as before, her whole wish for the master of the waves is clenching now her soul.
Listen to me,
mild evening star, thou canst glide on a beam into my dwelling, in my mind and over my life gleam. He hears, and from the dire despair of such and woeful weird,
he dies,
and the heavens revolve where he has disappeared.
Soon in the air flames ruddy spread, the world in their grip
Hold a superb form of spasms of the chaotic valleys mold. On his locks of black hair he bears his crown of fierce fire frames.
he floats as he really comes,
Swimming in the sun's flames, his black shroud lets develop out his arms marbly inhale. Pensively and sadly brings his face awfully pale, but his big wonderful eyes gleam chimерically deep, shows to unsatiated spasms that butt into dark peace.
from my sphere hardly I come to follow thy voice I sight.
The bright sun is my father and my mother is the night.
Oh come my treasure wonderful in thy world leave aside,
For I am evening star from up, and thou wouldst be my bride. Oh come, and upon thy blonde hair crowns of stars I shall crowd, and more than all of them up there, how wild look fair and proud.
oh thou art beautiful as but in dreams a demon shows.
The way though haste stoked for me's forever closed. The depths of my breast ache from the desire of thy fierce love.
My heavy big eyes also ache when into them thine shove.
But how wouldst thou that I come down?
Know this, for do I lie?
I am immortal while thou art one of those that must
I
die.
hate big words, nor do I know how to begin my plea.
And although thy discourse is clear, I don't understand thee.
But if thou wantest my flamed love,
Then that would not be sham.
come down on this temporal earth, be mortal as I am.
I'd lose my immortality for but one kiss of thine. Well, I will surely have much too, for thy fierce love I pine. Yes, I shall be reborn from sin, receive another creed.
From that endlessness to which I am tied.
I shall be freed.
And now he went out, love and issue and fade.
He took himself off from the sky.
Went for many a day. Yo. Meanwhile, the houseboy cattling, slying, who often jests when he's filling with wine. The cups of the banquet and guests. A patient carry step by step the trail of the queen's gown, a wandering basketball bold like no one in the town. As little Chief could pee and eat that under the sun stews, watchful just like a Fifi sneaks in Catalina's views. How beautiful she grew, thinks she a flower just to pluck. Now Catalin, but now it is that chance to try that luck. And by the way, hurriedly he called us that human fate. What's with thee, Catalin? Let me alone and go thy way. No, I want thee to stay away from thoughts that have no fun. I wanna see thee only laugh, give me a kiss, just one. I don't know what it is about, and believe me, retire. But for one evening star up from I've kept my strong desire. If thou dost not know, I could show thee all about love's balm. Only don't give way to the ire, listen and be calm. So as the hurt that froze the net that many birds would harm, when I'll stretch my left arm to thee and lace me with thy arm under my eyes, keep thine and don't let them move on their wheels. And if I lift thee by the waist, I must lift on thy heels. When I bend down my face to hold thy must be thy stripes. So to each other we could both sweet eager looks for life. And so that thou about love and knowledge true and plain, when I stoop to kiss thee, thou must kiss me too and again. With much bewilderment her mind the little boy's word fills, and shyly and nicely now she wills not, and now she wills, and slowly she tells. Well, since thy childhood I've known thy witness, thou art and glib and small, my temper thou wouldst fit. But even star sprung from the calm of the oblivion, though gives a rise and limitless to the sea, lone and done. And secretly I close my eyes for my eyelash tears dim when the waves of the sea go on. Traveling toward him, he shines with love unspeakable, so that my pains he leech, but higher and higher soar, so that his hand I ne'er reach, sadly thrust from the worlds which from my soul is cold ray bore. I shall love him forever, and forever he'll grow far, like the immeasured steps my days are deaf and wild, therefore, but my nights by the holy charm I understand no more.
Now we're the child, let's go.
Through new lands our own fate let's frame. Soon as shall have lost our trace and forgot even our name, we shall be both wise, glad and whole, as my judgment infers, and thou wouldst not long for thy kin nor yearn for evening stars. Yeah. The evening star went out, his wings growing to heaven's dash, and on his way millenniums fleeing less than a flash. Below a depth of stars, above the heaven stars be gemmed. He seems an endless lightning that is wandering through them, and from the chaos veils he sees how an immense ring round him is in the world's first day. Lights from its source of spring, how springing they hem him like an ocean that swimming nears. He flees carried by his desire until he disappears, for that region is boundless, it's searching regards of voids, and time strive vainly there to come to life from the dark voids. His north tears, no thirst that sips him, and which he cannot shun, his depth unknown, comparable to blind oblivion. From that dark choking endlessness into which I am furled, Father, undo me if for air be praised in the whole world. Ask anything for this new fate, for with mine I am through. Oh, hear my prayer, oh my Lord, for thou gives life and death too. Take back my endlessness, the fires that my being devour, and in return give me a chance to love before an hour. I've come from chaos, I return to that my former nest, and as I have been brought to life from rest, I crave for rest. Hyperion that cometh from the depths with the world swarm, do not act signs and miracles that have no name I formed. I want us to count them all men, take their resemblance vain, but with now the whole mankind die. Men will be born again, but they are building on the wind, ideals void and blind. When human rage run into graves, new waves spring from behind. Fate's persecutions, lucky stars, they only are to own. Here we know neither time nor space, death we have never known. From the eternal yesterday, drinks what today will drain. And if the sun dies on the sky and sun quickens again, reason asks forever, death though follows them like a thorn. For all are born only to die, and die to be reborn. But thou remainest where sober, thou wouldst head down or flee. Thou art of the prime form and an eternal prodigy. Thou wilt now hear the wondrous voice that who's bewitched, singing Mount Woody is skipping the skies into sea islands sinking. Perhaps thou wilt more, showing deeds thy sense of justice might. Out of the earth's lumps make an empire and settle on its height. I can give thee millions of vessels and hosts, I'll bear thy breath though all the lands of all the oceans. I cannot give thee death, for whom thou wantest then to die. Just go and see what's worth, all that is waiting there for thee on that wandering earth. like in his first day is light. Her Oregon he pours for this evening in the night. Her duty never waves, not a moon rises quietly and shaken from the waves and upon the paths of the groves. The sparkles are getting drawn under the row of linen trays. Too you sit all alone. Oh darling, let my blood still feel how thy heart's pulses beat under the ray of the eyes, clear and unspeakably sweet. With the charms of their cold light pins my thoughts fairy glades, pouring eternal quietness on my passion's dark shades. And there above remain a stock thy rose violet stream, for thou art my first source of love and also my last dream. Hyperion beholds how love their eyes equally charm. Scarcely his arm touches her neck, she takes him in her arms. The silvery blooms spread their smells and their soft cascade strokes the tops of their heads of both youths with long and golden locks. And all bewitched by love, she lifts her eyes toward the fires of the witnessing evening star and trusts him her desires. Send to me mild evening star, thou canst glide on a beam and from my forest in my mind and all my good luck gleam. As he did it once into woods on hills, his racy urges guide him throughout so many wilds with gleaming moving surges, but he falls not as he did once from his height into swells. What matters thee, cloud of dust, if 'tis me or someone else? You live in your sphere's narrowness and luck rules over you, but in my steady world I feel eternal, cold and true.